Hello, thank you for watching. My name is Ayaus Kingsley from Nigeria. On this channel, I create content about travel and tourism, cultures and traditions, and lifestyle of people from around the world. So today, I'll be making a video about tradition, and I want to talk about one of the oldest tradition in Nigeria, in the whole of Africa. This particular tradition was practiced for many years until civilizations and until the world became more civilized and it became people started stopping doing it, started stopping practicing it. So when I even went to some countries in Africa, especially Mali, the country of Mali. Mali is a country in West Africa that has border with Senegal, Gambia, Niger, and Mauritania. So Mali is a country in West Africa also. When I went to Mali, I was very surprised that even till the year I went to Mali few years ago, this tradition was still in place, but not in everywhere. In some parts of Mali, in some local villages, in some places, in some rural places, this particular tradition was still being practiced in Mali. But now in Nigeria, it is very rare. It's very hard for you to see this particular tradition in Nigeria. So the particular tradition is when a particular youth is about to get married, or when a particular youth is leaving the father's house. Most his age group, his peer, his friends, and his age mates will join hands together and build a hut. You can call it a hut, you can call it a house, because in some villages, in some places, in some countries, it is truly a hut, while in some places it is bigger than a hut. It can just be a very big house where you can have 2 rooms, 3 rooms. But in some places it's smaller, some places it's bigger. Some places the material being used can be small, but some places it can be very beautiful and very big. So this tradition, why in place, how it happened was that when a youth is about to get married, especially a young man, when he is of age and is getting married, his friends will join hands together. They will build, some will go to the bush to provide the bamboo, the sticks. Some will get the clay to mold the house. Some will get the water. Some will volunteer food for the people to eat. Some will volunteer manpower. Some will just be ready to work. They do it for themselves and they are always happy. They don't get paid. That's why it interests me to talk about it, because right now in modern world, this particular tradition is nowhere to be found. It's very rare. It's very rare for you to see this particular tradition being practiced. But until now, it is still practiced in few places. Few places. For example, is in Mali. When I went to Mali a few years ago, I saw a village. I went to the village, and in my presence, they built a hut for a young man who was getting married. Few days to the marriage, they built the hut for the young man, and all his friends. He wasn't even working. The young man that is getting married was not even working. His friends did the manpower, the provision of the sticks, the clay, the water, everything that was needed to put the house in order. His friends brought it, and when is the turn of another person, the person will still join. They just join hands together to build a house for themselves, and nobody get paid to do it. But right now, when you want to build your house, you have to look for workers, pay them. They have to tell you their price for the service, for the product, for the goods, every little thing. If it even is water, you have to pay them. But in many years ago, hundreds of years ago, this was how youth have their own home. And I thought I should share it, because in some part of the world this was never in place, while in some parts where it used to happen, it's not happen again. So many people don't know about this, and I thought to share it. And if you are watching from a country where they still practice it, you can let us know in the comment section. Or you used to hear about it, you have heard of it before. And even in Nigeria, where I'm from, this tradition used to happen. Youth used to build house for their fellow youth and for their age mates. They join hands together, they work together, they go to the farm together, they build house together, and they live in peace. They build house for themselves. They don't pay each other for these services. It used to happen in Nigeria, but right now I am not sure it's still happening again. And I thought as much to share this olden days tradition. And if you find this video useful, click on the like button, subscribe, and share. And tell us your opinions on the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you on my next video.